My dearest brothers and sisters in Guyana, here is Albert BALDEO, the elected district leader of the largest diaspora, Caribbean diaspora and Guyana diaspora outside of Guyana and the Caribbean, here addressing you, former magistrate, former police legal advisor, and senior state counsel who prosecuted many extradition cases and other top criminal, serious, heinous crimes during my time as a special prosecutor and senior state counsel, senior police legal advisor. My brothers and sisters, as a patriot of Guyana, I am warning you from top to bottom, from President Irfan Ali to Vice President Jagdeo to Attorney General Nandalal to Speaker of the House Mansour Nadir to opposition leader incumbent or elect, so to speak, Mohammed. I hold no brief for anyone. I have never even met Mr. Mohammed, but here's what we need to observe. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and therefore it is his entitlement. By virtue of winning 109,000 votes, those votes must be respected. And therefore, he must be seated as leader of the opposition. Not forever, but until such time as he can no longer sit. And that is if he has exhausted his appeals and therefore has lost any other further right to appeal and he has been convicted of a crime, or if he is rendered of unsound mind, which I don't think will happen, and also if, according to this section here of the Constitution, I am reading from the Constitution of Guyana. I like to speak with authority. The Constitution of Guyana, I printed out the relevant parts. Section 156 speaks that by virtue of the fact that he is judged to be of unsound mind, sentenced to death or imprisonment, or convicted or reported guilty of an offense, and it is open to the member to appeal against a decision. That is after he is exhausted his appeal. Therefore, that is not going to be done for another 5 years, because from this, if Magistrate Lachman orders his extradition, or if she dismisses the case, that's the end of the case to all intents and purposes. Then he'll have to go back to the state's case and convict him there. And if however, Magistrate Judy Lachman says that he has to be extradited, then every court, he can go to the Supreme Court, the full court, the Court of Appeal, and the apex court, the Caribbean Court of Justice. Those are his legal remedies, which is given to him, you, all of us. That is the basic fundamental right of due process. That you can't take from him, that every citizen has in Guyana and outside of Guyana, as long as those cases are tried in Guyana. And many other countries of the world mirror that very provision of law. It's very fundamental and basic. Now, there are ways that Mr. Mohammed would have to resign. I hold no brief for him. I hold no brief for the Guyana government. I've never met Mr. Mohammed. I'm just telling you from my experience in the law, this nonsense must stop where it's always about Mohammed, Mohammed, Mohammed. Let that legal process take its course, the extradition and those things to disqualify him for Parliament. But he has to be found to be of unsound mind, or he has to be convicted of a crime, or he will have exhausted his appeals according to the Constitution. Go to, on this, I speak from authority, the Guyana Constitution, and go to section Article 157, 156, 157. It's only if he's sentenced to death or imprisonment, a judge to be of unsound mind or convicted, and he has exhausted his appeals. And section 184 calls for his appointment, which the Speaker of the House, Mr. Speaker, you have no control over that. That is, you have to understand, 109,000 people voted for Mohammed. Whether they were right or wrong or whatever, struck by whatever, awestruck or whatever, those were his votes. You have to respect that. Nobody voted for you. They voted for Mohammed. You have to respect that. If he's going to be removed, then you have to remove him through a criminal conviction as long as he has exhausted his appeals. If not, the business of politics must go on. Parliament must go on. It's not the end of the world. That is how democracy works. You have to respect that, or you're going to become further criticize all those who are going down on that limb. What we need to do as a government, what the PPP needs to do is to come together, put hands together, fire certain ministers, reshuffle the cabinet, make sure that you deliver for the people: food, clothes, housing, jobs, wages, gold price, the sort of jobs, wages, healthcare, infrastructure, roads. Continue to deliver, just like the bridge that we did over December when you had the Barak Jagdeo Bridge. You need to really stand up for the people, deliver to them, give them what you said you would give them. You know, if it's cash money, if it's dividends from the oil, make sure these things are covered. That is how you win government. That is your obligation to the people. We've had enough of the Mohammeds. We've had enough of this taking over the oxygen in the room in Guyana. Time to go to the budget. Time to elect the leader of the opposition. They can't pass any law anyway because they don't even have the majority. So it's moot. It looks so vindictive and small-minded to keep them out when they don't even have the majority, and you have the majority. Table your bills, come up with common sense legislation, put your shoulders to the wheel, lead with authority, lead with confidence, lead with inspiration. The small man must be the real man. That is how we do it in more developed countries. We have been elected to serve the people. Don't look to unjust enrichment. Get rid of those who are unjustly enriching themselves. Stick to the people's mandate. Stick to democracy. And make sure the small man in Guyana is a real man. Or you'll find yourselves going down a slippery path whereby you can lose your majority. Thank you very much. May God bless you all. And let's continue to fight for democracy, development, and for Guyana. God bless Guyana. God bless the United States of America. Thank you. This is Albert BALDEO signing off. And may God bless you all. Thank you.